we are going to solve a problem. Now in this problem they have asked us to give any two possible quadratic equations. Now please note, when we are talking about quadratic equations, every quadratic equation must satisfy or it must fit a mold. Now exactly how every quadratic equation looks like, or we can say what exactly the general format for a quadratic equation is. So let me tell you that this ax square plus bx plus c, this can be called as a general format of every quadratic equation. Of course, when I say general format, so many things in this equation can change. For time being, a, b, c, these are actually constants. Their values can vary. Not necessarily every time only x is going to be the variable. Even that variable can also change. Okay, so for our first example of a quadratic equation, the only thing we are going to change in this standard equation is the value of abc. So therefore, for the first equation, I am assuming let a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2, whereas c is equal to 3. Therefore, our quadratic equation will look like x square plus 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Please note, nothing we have changed in the general equation. Please note, nothing in this equation has been changed apart from the values of a, b and c's value. Okay? Now we are due for the second example of a quadratic equation. Now for the second quadratic equation, certainly we are going to change the values a, b, c. Not only that, but also we will be changing the variable as well. We shall be using variable as m over there. Okay? So our second quadratic equation, let a is equal to say 2, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to 4. These are the quadratic equation. Therefore 2m square plus 3m plus 4 is equal to 0. This is actually our quadratic equation. Example number 2. Okay, so the problem which we are going to solve, in that problem what do they have to say is that they have given us an equation x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0, and we are supposed to check whether that equation is correct or not. Now that is what we are going to go ahead, and we are also supposed to check that whether it is a quadratic equation. Now please note, earlier we have seen that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This can be considered as a general equation every quadratic equation must be able to follow. Now if you compare these two equations together, you will come to know that a, b, c, they are going to have certain finite values, and also these two equations more or less look same. So that is our first step. The observation says that yes, the given equation somewhat matches the quadratic equation or a general equation of a quadratic equation. Once we are done with that, second thing we are supposed to follow, and the most important thing, is that who is the variable over here. So certainly over here the variable is x, and the maximum power the x is having in this equation is 2. That's it. If the maximum power and variable having is 2, that equation must be considered as a quadratic equation. Therefore, since variable x has maximum power as 2, therefore given equation is a quadratic equation. The maximum value of the power of the variable x was 2, and therefore we have taken a call that a given equation was a quadratic equation as well. Okay, similar to our previous example, over here as well, we are supposed to take a call that whether this given equation is a quadratic equation or not. Let us try to think about it. See, first of all, we are already aware about a general equation of the quadratic equation. However, the major difference between this equation, given equation, and the general equation, which is this, is that all the variables in this equation are there in a numerator. Okay, none of them are in a denominator. However, over here we can see this variable in a denominator, and therefore first we have to take a call that whether this equation is exactly looking like this or not. Okay, right now so it is definitely not looking like a general equation. Therefore we are going to do some amends. We are trying to make some manipulations, and thereafter we will be deciding. Therefore we are going to do is that this y shall be multiplying this y square and 2. Therefore it will be looking like y cube plus 1 is equal to 2y. Now I am going to move everything on the left hand side. Therefore it will be looking at y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Fine. Now all the variables are there in a numerator. Now therefore we can say that slightly this equation is now looking like this equation. Now since both of them are almost looking similar, therefore we can go ahead for the step number 2. What was the step number 2? Is that we used to decide what is the maximum power of the variable. See, over here the variable is y, and the maximum power the variable y is having is 3. This does not fit our standard equation, because standard equation says is that maximum power of the variable must be 2, only 2. Okay, so therefore what we are going to write, since maximum power of variable, also mention the variable as y, is 3, therefore given equation is not a quadratic equation. Now this equation as well, we need to check whether it is a quadratic equation or not. Now if we look at this equation, please note it is not even remotely matching our standard format of the quadratic equation. Since it is not matching the standard format, again over here we will have to go for some manipulations. So which are the manipulations we are going to do? Simply these two brackets we are going to multiply with each other. Let us see exactly how does that go. Therefore this m will multiply both of these, therefore m minus 5 plus will be over here plus thereafter 2, then again m minus 5 is equal to 0. That's what we have written over here. Now what we are going to do, we are going to multiply this m to both of them. Therefore m square minus 5m plus 2m minus 10 is equal to 0. Now these two we are going to add together, therefore it will look like m square minus 3m minus 10 is equal to 0. Now once again, just for the comparison purpose, I am writing the standard equation as well over here. Ax square plus bx is equal to 0. Okay, now if we compare, then yes, these two equations does look somewhat similar. Okay, of course there are certain differences. First difference is that of course there is not a variable as m over here. Here we had x, here we have m, so that is not so much important fact. Another fact over here is that of course a, b and c's value, they are going to change completely. Now the most important fact, if these two equations match somewhat, thereafter we are going to go for the step number 2. What was the step number 2 is that we wanted to check what is the maximum power the variable is going to have. So the maximum power of the m is actually 2 over here. Therefore I am writing, since is 2, therefore given equation quadratic equation. Okay, so that is the another question they have given us. In this question, what we are supposed to check is that we are supposed to calculate values for a, b and c. Kindly note, whenever we are facing such a problem in which we are supposed to calculate the value for constants, first what is our job? That must be to get this equation looking like a standard equation. So far we have got accustomed to the standard equation. Therefore, certainly we can take a call that this remotely even does not look like a standard equation, like a general form. Therefore, I am going to move everything on the right hand side of this equation towards the left hand side. Therefore, the equation will look somewhat like this. That's why I am moving over here. It will become positive y square. This minus 10 will be over here, but over there is a place of plus 2y minus 10. Now please note, these equations have moved, or all the terms we have moved on the left hand side. Once this moving is done, just for the sake of comparison, I am rewriting the general equation over here. Therefore, by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now apart from variable, we can say that yes, these two equations are more or less same. Okay, so if they are more or less same, therefore we can say that a's value, b's value and c's value can be received from this comparison. Therefore a's value after comparison will be equal to 1, b's value will be equal to positive 2, sign as well you have to take into consideration, and c's value will be equal to minus 10. This how we have got our answer for a, b and c's value. Okay, so here as well we are trying to calculate values of a, b and c, and for that matter they have given us this equation. First of all, as usual, let us try to manipulate this equation so that it becomes comparable with our standard equation. For that matter, this minus sign we are going to introduce within the bracket, and therefore the RHS of this equation will look like this: x square plus 5x is equal to minus 3 plus x. Now I am going to move everything on the left hand side. Therefore it will look like x square plus 5x plus 3 minus x is equal to 0. Okay, there are too many terms over here, so therefore likely terms we are going to bond up them together. These seem to have same variable, therefore they can be added together. Therefore x square plus 4x plus 3 is equal to 0. Please note how exactly we have got this plus 4x is that 5x minus 1x, that will be 4x. Now therefore by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, what we do have is a's value will be equal to 1, b's value will be equal to 4, whereas c will be having a value of 3. Okay, so here as well we are supposed to calculate value for a, b and c. Therefore as usual we are going to move everything on the left hand side. That is why this equation will look like x square minus 9 minus 13 is equal to 0. There will be nothing left on the right hand side. Therefore it will be x square minus 21 is equal to 0. Now please note, this do not have the third term. This is very peculiar fact. If we are going to compare by comparing with ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, if you are going to compare, please note a's value we cannot see a b over there, therefore directly we are going to put a variable's value or constant's value b as 0. Therefore a will be equal to 1, b's value will be equal to 0. Why exactly directly we are putting b as 0? Because with single variable x we do not have any term over there, therefore directly we are putting b's value as 0 and c's value as minus 21.